Did your kids recognize them, or has it been too long? So the last time that my kids saw Robyn was when it was before the boys turned 1. Because we moved. So they turned 1. Yeah, I think it was before the boys. See, when did we go visit? Maybe right after they were on. I think it was winter before we moved. Maybe it was the winter. Oh, Garrison. Duh. The last time Robyn and my dad saw the kids was when we visited Flagstaff after Garrison passed away. That was it. That was the last time they saw him. So it's been a year and a half. Maybe not quite a year and a half, but it's been almost a year and a half. Actually, no. March. Yeah, it's been a year and a half since they've seen him. So Avalon, if she comes down here and she watches the show with us, she'll recognize him a little bit and she'll be like, but Robyn, she doesn't recognize at all. I think that if they saw each other in person, Avalon might recognize Robyn. They might recognize the emotions that they feel around Robyn and my dad, because I mean, Robyn was there at the birth of the boys. So they might recognize their emotions and be comfortable around them. But I don't think so too much.
McKelty Brown is finally opening up and no longer shielding Kody and Robyn from the truth. She's been sharing a lot on her Patreon, discussing the book her mother wrote. McKelty's journey has been complicated, especially because she was always a bit of a rebel. Growing up in a strict, fundamentalist environment, McKelty questioned things and wanted to experience life differently. She wanted to wear things like tank tops, ask questions about her faith, and show interest in boys, but none of those things were allowed. This led to a lot of pain for her as a child. When McKelty lived in Nevada, she became known as the party girl in high school. Although she was different from her siblings, she became a target within her family because she wasn't conforming to the rules. Robyn Brown took an interest in her, but instead of forming a genuine bond, Robyn mostly used McKelty as a babysitter. McKelty quickly realized that both Kody and Robyn were using her to gather information. After Christine left, and after the passing of Garrison, McKelty distanced herself significantly from the family. This meant that Kody and Robyn cut ties with her, and this hurt her more than simply going no contact. Interestingly, Kody and Robyn were incredibly excited when the twins were born. Robyn even went to stay with McKelty to help with the babies. She went on and on about how they were her grandbabies, and all she wanted in life was to be surrounded by them. However, McKelty's children, along with Maddie's children and Aspen's, have not had any meaningful relationship with Kody and Robyn. McKelty stated that her kids don't even know Robyn. Avalon wouldn't recognize her, and when she sees her on the show, she has no memory of her. Robyn claims to be a grandma, but she hasn't even been there for her grandchildren in any meaningful way. McKelty and her husband, Tony, are strongly against polygamy. They both feel it's an unhealthy way of life, especially for women and children. Tony can't understand why any man would want to live that way, with so little involvement in his children's lives. McKelty has also spoken about her own conflicted feelings about her upbringing in the AUB community. On one hand, she has good memories because of the people she loved in that community. But she is also very clear about the negative aspects of polygamy. She explained how it makes men lazy, as they don't have to be involved in family life, because their multiple wives take care of everything. Women, on the other hand, are expected to work even harder, balancing the household, raising the kids, and doing all the chores. McKelty emphasized that while polygamy might make women stronger, it forces them into a life where they are constantly working under a heavy patriarchy. Women in these relationships have to figure out how to handle everything by themselves, whether it's fixing things around the house, taking care of the kids, or doing yard work. McKelty shared that Christine discusses this in her book, pointing out how men are expected to do very little in a polygamous marriage. This is the kind of life that McKelty is trying to move away from, and it's clear she has strong opinions about the way her father has treated women, especially her mother. McKelty's story is one of growth, self-realization, and breaking free from the manipulative grip of her family's past. She's finally speaking out about the truths she's learned and the life she now chooses to live with her family. In a polygamous family, women aren't allowed to express their feelings. If something upsets them, they have to hide their emotions and pretend everything is fine. If they complain, the husband might just go somewhere else and spend time with someone who won't complain. This situation makes men lazy because they don't have to think about anything other than themselves. They don't have to do the yard work, fix things around the house, cook meals, or clean. They expect their wives to do everything for them. The men in these families can do whatever they want, go wherever they want, and their only responsibility is working. They view their children not as individuals, but as part of their kingdom, which helps them gain glory in heaven. This attitude is why Kody doesn't know his own children well. McKelty revealed on her Patreon that, before Robyn came into the picture, Kody would sometimes be gone for over 2 weeks at a time. He would be traveling for sales work, and when he came home, he didn't spend much time with the kids. The only time he really made an effort was once a year, when he would take the kids out to celebrate their birthdays. This was the extent of his relationship with his children. It wasn't just a problem that started with Robyn, it was something that happened even before she was around. When Robyn did join the family, Kody started spending more time with her, but his neglect of his kids didn't change. McKelty is describing a system that is set up for Kody to get whatever he wants, without needing to do any real work. Everything is arranged so that the women are the ones doing all the hard work and raising the children. As a result, Christine ended up being a single mom, despite being in a polygamous marriage. McKelty describes this as a sad situation for everyone involved, because the women are supposed to support each other, but in reality, they are left to raise the children on their own. They are often promised a community where they'll have help, but that support rarely comes. When McKelty talks about growing up in a polygamous family, she mentions how Christine's home was always a safe place. Christine allowed the kids to be themselves, play games, and have fun without too many rules. She was the safe mom, the one who let them be kids. Many children in these communities have a mom like Christine, who they can turn to for comfort and care. But, McKelty also points out how Robyn is not as genuine as she claims to be. Even though Robyn often said she was a great sister wife and loved the kids, she didn't really step up when help was needed. McKelty recalls a time when Christine went on a cruise, and instead of Kody and Robyn helping with the kids, McKelty had to come from out of town to take care of them. Robyn, who claimed to be a supportive sister wife, didn't even step in to help her husband take care of the children. McKelty was left to babysit while Christine was away. She notes that when her father was around, he would visit for a short time, but then disappear to his room to spend time on his phone, leaving the kids alone. McKelty reached out to him a few times, but he wasn't interested in spending time with them. This behavior, McKelty says, proves that Robyn's claims of being a good sister wife are false. Despite Robyn being in town and available, she chose not to help, and this showed that her words didn't match her actions. In this situation, McKelty's frustration with Robyn and Kody is clear. Robyn's constant claims of being there for the family were not reflected in her actions. Instead, the children were left without the care and attention they needed, further highlighting the emotional neglect they experienced. Robyn was never forced to take care of the kids, especially when they were older teenagers, who didn't need a lot from her. Instead of stepping in to help when McKelty had to come from Utah to watch the kids, Robyn could have easily helped out herself. This was when Truly was still young, around 8 or 10 years old, so it wasn't like the kids were too old to need supervision. Robyn was fine with letting McKelty handle it, and during this time, Kody was likely staying at Robyn's house. Robyn never seemed concerned about stepping in, even though she was present and could have helped. McKelty also pointed out how Kody doesn't really view his children from Christine or Yanel as his own. He refers to them as Christine's and Yanel's kids, and it's clear that he has no emotional connection to them. To him, they are just the result of his actions, and once they were born, he didn't feel the need to take care of them. His focus was always on himself. He saw himself as the leader in the family, the god of his household, and didn't bother forming bonds with the children. This neglect shows that he wasn't a father to them, as he didn't invest time or energy into their lives. McKelty also talked about the houses they built in Las Vegas. She revealed that the nicest homes were for Mary and Robyn. These two wives had the biggest and most expensive homes, because Mary was legally married to Kody, and Robyn was his favorite. When it came to building the houses, Kody made sure Robyn's house was finished first. Despite having Truly, a younger child, Kody focused on Robyn's needs and gave her priority. The excuse was that Robyn had an infant, but he ignored the fact that Truly, his own daughter, was just a year and a half old at the time. Robyn's house got done first, and she was the first to move in, while Kody stayed there and continued to ignore his other kids. When Kody did visit Christine's house, McKelty explained that he barely interacted with the kids. He would say hello for a few minutes, but then go upstairs to his room and spend the rest of his time on his phone. He didn't care to spend time with the kids or be a father to them. This is why Christine says her children have daddy issues. They didn't have a father figure in their lives, just someone who showed up briefly and didn't care. This behavior was consistent throughout the family. McKelty believes that even with Robyn's children, Kody is not a great father. She thinks he is still selfish and expects Robyn to take care of everything for him, just like he did with his other wives. When Robyn had her own children, instead of relying on help from her sister wives, Kody got Robyn a nanny. He didn't want to help or share the responsibility, he just wanted Robyn all to himself. When Christine needed help, she had to rely on her older children, who were expected to take on adult responsibilities. This shows the double standard in the family. Robyn got special treatment, and everyone else had to work harder. McKelty flat out said that Robyn never helped with the kids. She never made an effort to pitch in or be involved. Robyn always used the excuse that she had young kids of her own, but this didn't make sense because all the wives had children and helped each other. Robyn never truly wanted to be in a plural family, and Kody didn't bother to step up as a father. It's clear that the way this family was set up only benefited Kody and Robyn, leaving the others to struggle. What do you think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments.